Hey, Scott Lara, thecruisegenius.com. This video brought to you by GigSky. If you're concerned about a high cell phone bill when you go on a cruise or when you travel overseas, GigSky is your answer. Basically, you have a built-in eSIM in your phone. It's already there. You just don't know about it. Well, you go to gigsky.com, you pick your plan, and then you switch to your eSIM, and now you get data from them instead of data like from T-Mobile or Verizon or wherever. And this is going to save you a lot of money when you go cruising and when you go overseas. So check out gigsky.com, find out all the details, and then email me, slara1961@gmail.com. I'll give you a super secret link and a super secret promo code, 10% off your GigSky account. All right, so let's talk about cruising. I was talking to a friend of mine in Oklahoma this morning, and he goes, Scott, it seems like cruising has really changed over the years, and that inspired me to do this video. Back in the day when my wife and I cruised, there was only a couple cruise lines, only a couple ships, and some people had cruised, but it's totally different. Back then, my wife and I sailed on the Carnival Fantasy as our first cruise ship, and we loved it. Now, we all know about those early Carnival ships, all glitzy and just very bright. And I forget the name of the designer, a big name. He was the guy that designed these ships, the interiors. And they were just over the top, bright, a lot of color. And so if you remember the Fantasy and all those early cruise ships, they were relatively small, maybe 2,500 people. You got a swimming pool, you got a couple, nothing to write home about. But back in the day, cruising was very cool. And of course, when you remember the original Mardi Gras, the Carnival was it Mardi Gras? I think it was. Where on their inaugural cruise, they were sailing, I think, out of Miami, and they hit like a reef, and so they were stuck. And so they were giving people free drinks. And then, of course, cruising just blew up from there. And you look at all the cruise lines now, Holland America. Of course, now Holland America has been around forever. Okay, like over 150 years, I think, is how long they've been doing it over there. And if you look at the history of Holland America, they were transporting troops during World War II, if I remember correctly. Of course, you remember Titanic. That was way back. So cruising has been around for a while, but it's been over the last several years that cruising has gone nuts. Now, I read a report probably a couple of years ago that said only 10% of Americans have cruised. Well, in the last couple of years, especially since after COVID, cruising has gone beyond just those 10% of Americans. More and more people are cruising now than ever. Why? Unpack only once, relatively inexpensive. Most cruise ports are within driving distance. Now, granted, if you live in Chicago, you have to fly to Fort Lauderdale or fly to Jacksonville. But if you live in Alabama, if you live in Georgia, you live in Florida, these states that are close to these cruise ports, and Florida's got a lot of cruise ports, right? Jacksonville, Tampa, Port Canaveral, Miami. But you also have cruise ports in Texas. You have cruise ports in California. New Orleans has a cruise port. So cruising has become more accessible, and more people are liking cruising. But the big difference I wanted to mention is that cruise ships have become the destination. What does that mean? Most of the people who have already cruised have been to Nassau more times than ever. Most people who have cruised, like Holland America or Carnival, have been to Half Moon Cay. My wife and I have probably been to Half Moon Cay 10, 15 times. Love Half Moon Cay. We just went to Ocean Cay. I went to Ocean. That's another video. I went to Ocean Cay last year on the MSC Seashore. Check out my MSC Seashore review to hear that. I'm over it now. I was just upset we couldn't go, and I think we could have gone there. But now then you got to look at. Okay, let's review what I'm just saying. More cruise lines now than ever. You got Carnival, NCL, Royal Caribbean, and you've got Virgin Voyages. Now, how's Virgin Voyages different? No kids, no tipping, no gratuities, free Wi-Fi, free basic beverages. Their itineraries are off the chain. They've just announced some amazing new itineraries, and you can just Google that, Virgin Voyages new itineraries, so you can find that out. but book through me. Email me, slayer1961@gmail.com, and I'll book you. But I've been on Virgin Voyages. I've had friends that have gone on Virgin Voyages. My daughter and son-in-law have been on Virgin Voyages twice, and they love it. No kids. Great food, no specialty restaurants, everything's included. They don't have a buffet. They have the galley, and I've got the menu. I got the menu right here. The galley, right here on my desk, the galley. And so they got different food, you know, bento baby, got breakfast stuff, whole wheat avocado toast. I think my daughter said she really liked that. But the point I'm trying to say is that cruising is a great vacation option, especially if you got kids. I mean, and MSC too. MSC has recently entered the US market. So if you have any questions about cruising, email me, slayer1961@gmail.com. I'll give you all my tips, all my information that I have. The only thing I ask though, if you talk with me, is book with me. Now, what does that mean? Many times I will get phone calls or emails. Hey, Scott, hey, what? You know, what cruise line's your favorite? You know, tell me, you know. And so I spend time with them, and then I hear click. Well, what are people doing? They're going either online or they're going to Costco. They mostly go to Costco because at Costco, they may give you a $50 or $100 gift card if you get a cruise from them. But the guy behind the counter or the lady behind the counter selling you that cruise, has she ever been on the MS Mazdam? Has she been on the Mardi Gras? Has she been on the Scarlet Lady? Has she been on the Eurodam, the New Amsterdam, the Fascination, the Elation? No, 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 and no. Has that person at Costco been to Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, Martinique, St. Barts, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Half Moon Cay, Bimini? No, 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 and no. So you're spending your money with a person or a place, and the person selling you that cruise has no tips. But because somebody wants to save a few pennies by going to Costco or getting a $50 or $100 gift card, what do these people do? They go to Facebook groups. Hey, MSC Seashore Facebook group, tell me the hidden gems. The hidden gems. Well, travel agents like myself will tell you the hidden gems. I'll give you one free hidden gem right now, Half Moon Cay. And I did not come up with this idea. My friend Rocky did. When you go to Half Moon Cay, Ocean Cay, Bimini, wherever, my super secret tip that I'm giving you for free, hopefully you'll book a cruise with me, but I'll give you this tip anyway because I want to be a nice guy. Most people go on vacation to rest and relax and relax and rest, and 3 hours on Facebook, reading the Bible, slow cup of coffee, ponder the day when they pull into Half Moon Cay or Bimini or Ocean Cay or Half Moon Cay. And then by 10:30 or 11, when Caitlin's finally ready to go down there. Either you take the tender over to Half Moon Cay or you walk at Fun Day at Coco Cay or whatever it is. Great day at Coco Cay. Most of the chairs are gone. And Caitlin is like, wait, I wanted to sit over there by the pool. Or, hey, I wanted to sit by the beach. All the chairs are gone. Well, you know why all the chairs are gone, Caitlin? Because people like me and people like my friend Rocky and other people I know will get off the ship very, very early. Like as soon as that gangway opens, they get off the ship and get a good chair, for the day, to be able to rest and relax. So I've talked about this on many of my videos. It's usually the wife or the girlfriend, like at all-inclusive resorts or on cruise ships on like at sea days. Caitlin will be jabbing Tom in the ribs. Hey, Tom, yes, princess, yes, queen. How can I serve you? Here, take this book, take my glasses, take my hat, and put them on a prime deck chair right by the pool there, so that 10:30, 11, when we drift down there, after being on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, when we drift down there around 10:30, 11, after slow day, I have a chair where I can dip my toe in the pool and be close to the bathroom. And these deck chair hogs that we've talked about, many of us in the cruise media have talked about, You know, a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, because you throw stuff down on these deck chairs. It's 6:30 in the morning, or some people even leave it like the night before. And then when people come down there to get a chair, all these chairs are taken. That's not right. And some of the cruise lines have gotten onto this, where if they see a deck chair taken for 30 minutes, the person at the towel station will grab the stuff and take it to the towel station. And then when Caitlin finally comes down there, hey, where's my stuff? You know, where's my book? I got it right here. You know, well, why'd you take my stuff? Well, it's been sitting here since 6:30 in the morning, and you know, it's 7:30 now. Anyway, so going back to my original thought. Yes, cruising has changed over the last 5-10 years. More and more ships, Icon of the Seas, Utopia, MSC Seashore, Carnival Celebration. Carnival's building 3 more ships. Disney's building more ships, because the cruise lines realize that people love cruising. It's very affordable. It's great for solos, great for families, great for kids, great for everybody. Scott Lara, thecruisegenius.com. Like and subscribe. Email me directly, slara1961@gmail.com for your super secret promo code and link for GigSky. And let me book your cruise, and I'll give you those hidden gems. Have a great day.